heart, but meantime, sound of the river, you stop and you hold everything. A band is blowing Dixie, double fall time. You feel alright when you hear the music ring.
Welcome to the channel. I've been doing a series of paintings based on professions and certain activities. For example, this is the chef, this is the musician, this one's called pizza, and today the subject is bowling. So I've done a drawing. Here's the drawing, and I've divided it into quadrants, and then it's easier for me to transfer it to the canvas. But of course, every time I do one of these, I need to have a face for reference. And for the bowling, I've decided to use this guy, Tony Soprano. Why? Well, because bowling's a kind of blue-collar type sport, and Tony's kind of a blue-collar type guy, although he's living pretty large. And I also did a little sketch that I can work from, which I really like, actually. So anyway, let's get started. I don't know, I think, well, it looks like a guy bowling, right? Once I put some paint down, I have a better idea of the drawing, of if the drawing's working or not, or what, if it needs to be tweaked a little bit. But right now, that looks pretty good. So the next step is to get some paint down. So to start with the face, I'll use a combination of yellow ochre, white, and black. Let's see. See, there's a lot of contrast now because of the ground and the light, in this light colored green, which if I was painting on a white canvas, you could still see it okay, but this is much more effective. And then I forgot to put, this is a part of his t-shirt, and this is part of his lower neck, so get that in there. Okay, so that's the face. Now I'll work on the shirt. What I have to do now is I have to cover the entire canvas with paint before I go any further. And when I first started painting, I took a couple of classes. I had some really terrific teachers, one for painting, the other for drawing. And my painting teacher told me that it's very important to cover the whole canvas, and every part of the canvas is important. You know, for example, this part of the canvas up here is just as important as anything here, here. So right now, I just want to cover the whole canvas with some paint, and I get a better idea of the drawing, if it's working, what needs to be changed, and so forth. So right now, I'll do the shirt. The yellow ochre, just the yellow ochre. And the collar, let's see, what about the collar? I don't know, there's only two colors in the shirt. This color and this color is different than this color and this over here. This color and this color are different. What about the collar? I don't know. I have to look at some pictures. What about, I'll have to look at some pictures. Right now I'll just put some, I want to get some paint on. I'll just put a little white in there. Alright, so next I want to do the, oh, you know, I forgot to do, when I was doing a face, I forgot to do his hands. That color, the mix of yellow ochre, black and white. So let's see, the hand. And then this hand. And this arm over here. And then this arm. Alright, good. Now for the ball. What color? I'm going to try some Viridian green. That's a nice color. And then again, I have to wipe off a little bit of it. Now, I want to add either some white or sometimes Naples yellow is a good combination. Ooh, I like that. That's nice. That looks good. Right? Is that gonna work? I don't know. Well, we'll have to wait and see. All this can change. Never know. I'll leave it at that. It might be too warm because these are warm colors. These are all warm colors. And this, the Naples yellow is a warm color. So sometimes you have to, you know, put a cool color next to a warm color, like white, for example. That might work better. Instead of the Naples yellow, put some white down here, because white is a cool color. Normally I don't worry too much about that. I just, you know, I put paint down, and if one color is not working, then I try some other color, you know. But, alright, so anyway, I have to put in some background. I usually, that'll usually be a light color, white mixed with something else. I don't know, maybe I'll try white and a little cadmium red. That might look good. With a little bit of white. It's too much red, but All right, that's for the, now I want to do a little work on the face. I just want to do a little, let's see, I gotta put in his shades, the glasses. For that I'll use, this is yellow ochre and a little bit of black. Also, I forgot this ear. And for the mouth, I'll throw some, just put some red down there for the mouth. Just so his mouth is probably not going to be too red, but now what I'll do now is I'll just bring out some highlights. For example, there's going to be a highlight in the nose. There'll be a highlight under here where the cheekbones are, you know. And you know, when I first started painting and took some classes, the teacher had us draw and paint some skulls, and just to get an idea of the anatomy, you know, of the face and how it's you know, how it's put together, where the bones are, and the most prominent things that you'll need to highlight when you're doing a painting. So for example, there'll always be a highlight where the cheekbone is. There'll be a highlight up here, you know, in the forehead. There'll be one here at the chin, and sometimes the neck, you'll throw one in down here. Yeah, you have to know the anatomy. If you're going to be a figurative painter, obviously you have to know something about anatomy. And but that was a lot of fun, actually, doing those skulls. I enjoyed that. That was great. And if you want to see some examples of really great draftsmanship, check out some of the great anatomical draftsmen. I'm trying to think of, I can't remember their names though. Vesalius, something, I don't know, like the 17th, 18th, 17th century, during the Renaissance. There was one in particular. His anatomical drawings are phenomenal. They are unbelievable. Vesalius, that's who I'm thinking of, right, Vesalius. And there's another one, but I forget his name. Of course, Da Vinci did a lot of it too. All right, so, you know, there's a little area right underneath the nose, right here, the scooped out part of the, right underneath the nose, that little scooped out area between the nose and the upper lip. It's called the philtrum. I always like to get that in there. Now, I'll just fool around with the drawing a little bit. So this is what we have so far. I can sort of tighten up a few other things. make sure the ball follows. See, the ball should come like this. Does that look right? And it comes down like that. All right, so the hands look good though. I'm happy with the hands, the fingers. Those look good. Collar. What color is that? I have to look at some photographs. Well, I think that's about as much as I can do for now. I have to wait for it to dry a couple of days and then come back and do the next step. But I like it so far. It looks good. So, all right. So, I'll see you next time. Stay tuned.
You get a shiver in the dark. It's raining in the park. But meantime, sound of the river, you stop and you hold everything. A band is blowing Dixie, double fall time.